Meanwhile, Elton Mooner is back. He's a hospitality expert. We haven't seen him for a few weeks. Elton, welcome back.
Well, welcome. I was here last week with Mr. Christo Foufas.
Yeah, but I wasn't here.
No, you weren't, but I was back.
Oh, yeah, because I was...
you were away.
Yeah.
You're back.
No, I was doing breakfast.
Oh, you're doing breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, I was where I should be.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, they could save a fortune.
Yeah, they were saying, what was the one thing you would improve your life? You were asking yesterday.
Yes.
For you to get the breakfast show, which means I'd get an extra hour in bed if you still have me back on the
that would be
breakfast
lovely.
show.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That would be absolutely brilliant. Meanwhile, we've got a job to do. Let's get on with the work, and then we'll deal with all the stuff that's here. Short-term lets. What are we talking about here?
So Downing Street, they're currently looking at a consultation paper about...
I mean, to be fair, we had quite a lot of short-term lets in Downing Street for a while.
There were a few. There
seems to be slightly more continuity now with Rishi Sunak.
Well, they are the experts in short-term lets. So this is all about Airbnb, really, James. So UK Hospitality, they want to bring short-term lets up to the standard of hotels. The government are looking to see. Kate Nichols says, look, we need to do this. We've got a two-tier accommodation system. Health and safety in hotels is a very expensive thing to do. Why aren't you doing it in Airbnb?
Right.
Meanwhile, I must just tell you about an East Anglian pub company called the Chestnut Group. They've built 7 lodges in the grounds of their pub. They're doing their own version of B&B, whilst the UK Hospitality and the government sort out what's going to happen. So there we are.
Meanwhile, apparently there's bad news for Costa loyalists. I'm not a great fan anywhere of theirs.
I'm a big Costa fan.
Are you?
Like, you get a nice big portion, always consistent, comfortable seat. What more could you ask for? I tell you what more you could ask, James.
Well,
it's currently you get 10 beans. 8 beans on your loyalty card. You get a free coffee. They're putting it up to 10.
Well, that's inflation for you.
What's going on? But actually, what they are doing, there is good news as well. They're going to be just dropping little gifts to you every now and again. So that'll be something to look forward to.
Meanwhile, some England international cricketers have invested in a cricket-themed competitive socialising venue.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Well, they're all over them. You've got... do
you have to go do a slow hand clap when you go in?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what the story is, and then we can make, we'll paint a picture for the listeners.
All right.
Forecast Investment Group, that includes international cricketers Ben Stokes, Stuart Broad, Jofra Archer. I don't know, I'm not a cricket fan. And various other people like one-day player Jason Roy. Anyway, they've invested in Sixes, the cricket competitive socialising concept. They're going to be heading to Texas. They're all over London. They're in Manchester, Birmingham, and Leicester. They're off to the US. They're going to Brighton as well. They're off to the US in Texas. So quite a big thing. Going
but
very
Americans
well
famously have no idea about cricket, in the same way that they can't make a decent cup of tea.
Well, cricket players Ben Stokes, Stuart, and all those other ones that I've just said disagree with you there.
Well, it's a slow hand clap for that one. Right now. Do you want to do the worst feature on radio and television ever created, or do you want to make a drink?
I think we should make a drink.
Right. Okay. This is what happens when ChatGPT creates a cocktail exclusively for me. Is that right?
Yes. So I got in contact with ChatGPT and I said, please invent a unique, visually very beautiful, very cool, delicious, summery and very British cocktail that the viewers of the James Max Show on Talk TV can sip in the sunshine later today. James has 2 dogs called Stanley and Barnaby, so give the cocktail a name that incorporates their names and that of their master, as this would make them very happy.
Oh, my God. What is their name?
So they have come up with the Max's Summer Pause. PAWS.
Oh, that's good.
The Max's Summer Pause.
We are all out of jobs. This is a disaster. Artificial intelligence is ruining us all. We're all gone. It's finished.
And this is
before I've had a drink. Right, okay,
this is how we make it. So 2 ounces of gin, London Dry gin.
2 ounces. How many?
Now,
is that a double or a single?
So that is a bottle of that. So this is the king of...
A bottle?
A whole bottle. Yeah, put the whole bottle in.
And what do I put it in?
Into the shaker. This is the King of Soho gin. I went to see Alex Robson yesterday in her office in Soho, picked up some miniatures of these.
Is this clean?
It's absolutely spotless, James. What do you take me for? Is this clean?
I don't know, it looks a bit soiled. Right, okay, so you want me to put the whole thing...
Put the whole thing in.
How many measures is this?
So, look, it's 50 mils in there, so 2 measures, and that's exactly what ChatGPT says.
I'm going to see how much... Oh, beautiful gin at this time.
It is beautiful gin. Not that we encourage responsible drinking, of course.
Yada, yada.
Okay. So that is Alex Robson's gin.
Do I need to put some ice cubes in here?
I would... Oh, no, I've done it wrong. Sorry, take the gin out into that glass, please.
For God's sake. That's absolute shambles. Yes. Do I put?
And I would like you to.
You want me to muddle something?
Yes, I want you to muddle in the cocktail shaker. Muddle the raspberries and basil leaves. Put five basil leaves in there.
Five
please.
basil leaves.
Yeah.
1, 2,
5 or 6. That's
3.
fine.
Oh, the lot. Okay. Yeah.
Muddle 5 raspberries in there as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep, stick those in there. Add the gin. Oh, yes. No, then muddle. I should have rehearsed this.
I tell you, it's always a shambles. Right. So, the smell.
Okay. Is that beautiful?
Oh, can I tell you, the smell of raspberries and basil is not something I put together. They are beautiful.
Good old chat GPT. Muddled nicely.
Yep.
Lovely. Add the gin.
Right.
Some lemon juice. So we'd like a squeeze of lemon, good old squeeze of lemon, maybe 2 of those. Good old squeeze. There's little serviettes there for you. Maybe another one of those. Let's go for that.
Mess here. I should have put the marigolds on, to be honest.
You should have done, but you haven't. Right.
Yeah.
Elderflower liqueur.
Elderflower liqueur. Yeah.
Yep.
How
so
much?
we need 4 spoonfuls from that little stirrer, but you can just put a little dollop in.
Quickly.
Roughly 4. Okay. So
Listen,
4.
I hear they're doing auditions for people who could do this morning, so this is it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then some raspberry syrup. Let's put in
Raspberry syrup. Raspberry syrup. Where's that?
That's that one. Bottle green.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, some lovely bottle green syrup.
How much of this?
About the same again. About the same again. Right. Yes. Lovely. Now, put the ice in. The ice. Where's the ice?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
How many bits of ice?
Just throw the whole lot in. Yep. Now,
Okay.
shake. Put the lid on. Everything like that. Shake vigorously for 15 seconds.
15 seconds?
Up a bit. Up. That's it. Lovely.
This is making great radio. I'm so sorry if you're having to listen to this. All my hands are freezing off.
Yes, you can stop now. Okay. Right, strain the cocktail into the highball glass. Filled.
Mess.
Oh no, I should have put some ice. Should have left some ice cubes. Anyway, don't worry. So stick that in there.
How much in?
Yeah, just stick it all in.
Don't trip over this. Right, okay, quickly, yeah.
We don't have enough ice cubes, so that is it. But you should put stick a bit of sprig of yes, and taste it.
Oh my God, that's fabulous. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is so amazing. I'm going to drink some more whilst we think about the Barnaby and Stanley game, the worst ever feature created for radio and television. We'll do that and the papers next here on Talk. Now, I've done a massive clean-up of the studio after that epic cocktail-making exercise. This version here that I now have now has a little bit of added tonic, which we forgot to put in. Added tonic then. I have to say, Elton Mooner, and I'm sorry to report this slightly because every week you come in and you bring us all sorts of things, and quite often the drinks you bring in are absolutely revolting. And yet...
Well, thank you.
Well, it's not your fault. It's because manufacturers give you all this stuff, and whereas this is absolutely delicious. It's
generated by a computer.
Generated by a computer. But first of all, thank you to Alex Robson. She provides the King of Soho gin. What a base to go into that. But muddled raspberries and basil. Who knew that was a thing? Yeah. Squish of lemon. And then you've got these fruit cordials and all that. That is one of the best cocktails I've ever had.
Well, I never.
And we could very well have to start doing this, and it's called the
Max Summer Pause.
The Max Summer Pause, PAWS. This could be making an appearance at the Frinton-on-Sea Lawn Tennis Club. Oh, Mark the barman's going to be really irritated having to put this together. Right. OK, we have to now put it off no longer. This is the worst ever feature created for radio and or television, and it's the Barnaby and Stanley game. What have you got for us this time?
Right, are you ready? Here we go. I was on the dog and bone to your two dogs, Barnaby and Stanley, planning the show early in the week, and we got onto the subject of the very odd way an English wine company is maturing its wine jars.
Oh, right.
I asked Barnaby and Stanley, how have the Raffini wine estate in Sussex matured their latest batch of sparkling fizz? Is it A, on the seabed of the Arctic Ocean, B, in a perpetual motion simulator, or C, in the shark tanks at Sea Life?
Right.
Stanley was straight in there, as he always is, very sure. He said it was the seabed of the Arctic Ocean. Barnaby thought long and hard, as he always does, and went with the perpetual motion simulator. But who was right? Stanley with the seabed of the Arctic Ocean, or Barnaby in a perpetual motion simulator?
Is it definitely one of those?
Or were they both wrong? And was it the shark tanks at Sea Life Manchester?
Right.
Any one of them could be right.
OK. I don't think it's a perpetual motion thing, because I think doing that with a fizz would be a disaster. I don't think it's a Sea Life thing, because... So I'm going to go with the weirdest one. Was it... Which dog was it? Was it Stanley?
Stanley.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Stanley, because he gets it right. Yeah, I'm sure.
OK. Raffini Wine Estate from Sussex matured 1,700 bottles of their sparkling wine for 6 months after teaming up with cruise operator Hurtigruten, Norway, who dispatched the bottles 34 metres down in the frigid waters of the Arctic Ocean seabed.
Oh, I am a genius!
Well done, Stanley.
Said no one ever.
Commiserations, Barnley. And well done, James. You are a genius.
I am a genius. As is this drink. Elton Mooner, you have excelled yourself this week. Thank you very much indeed for that. Hang on, this has got a double measure of gin in it.
That's a double measure of English gin. Oh, Tokai will run rings round it.
I have no words.
But just so you know, you could make a non-alcoholic version of this for people who don't want gin.
Why?
Why?
I have to say these things, James. I'm a responsible person in the hospitality sector.
I'm clearly irresponsible, and whilst I say drink responsibility. So let's get to the front page, because I think the wheels have just fallen off. Listen, my whole application process for that vacant spot on the sofa is not going terribly well, is it?
Not brilliantly.
It's bringing the blue into Blue Peter, isn't it? Right. OK, let's talk about the newspapers, the front pages at the Times. Sunak and Biden hail Atlantic Declaration to protect the West. My thanks once again to Elton Mooner. Thank you for joining us this morning, and indeed for the Stanley and Barnaby game, which I enjoyed that today because I got it right. And also the cocktail. Delicious.
Good to see you, James.
Max Pause.
Max Summer Pause.
Yep. There we go. Max Summer Pause. There we go. You heard it here first. Elton Mooner, thank you very much indeed. We come to Eric's stories next here on Talk.